back for the first time in about a week and a half, I think. Yeah, I think it's been about that long since I posted anything. But today, we've got a big topic to discuss, and we are talking about Omicrons. I've been meaning to put this video out for a little while. I just haven't had the time to put it together, to be honest. But, hey, we got today, so we're going to go ahead and do it. And what we're going to discuss today, we'll go through the Omicrons that I have. We'll discuss why I made those choices. We'll discuss what Omis are good to have, what Omis are shitty, and what Omis you might want to put your stuff on, like if you ain't got nobody else. Stuff like that. But, either way, let's jump out of here. We'll jump into the game, and we'll start talking about some Omis. We'll see you there. And we are back. Oh, let me turn the volume down on this a tad bit. There we go. Now, since we're going to talk about Omis, we might as well start at the top of my Omi list, which is most likely, Starkiller. Okay, his Omis are all strictly GAC, and every single one of them are worth it, I feel like. I mean, I went through, and after I unlocked them, I just dedicated myself to getting everything maxed out. You don't need all the Omis, but you definitely want a couple of them. One of them is going to be on this, the Boundless Force Throw. This is a pretty decent Omi. I mean, like, while unleashed, it dispels all debuffs on all allies, and the buff immunity and healing immunity, that's permanent. Can't be copied, dispelled, resisted, nothing. So, that's a damn good Omi, especially whenever you're running against somebody kind of like Kylo Ren or something. Like, you definitely want that Omi, for sure. That buff immunity and healing immunity being permanent, that shit's on point. And then we got the Force Repulse. That's not the greatest Omi. All it does is dispel all buffs on the enemies. I mean, it's pretty good. Why? But, I mean, if I want a perfectionist, I wouldn't have put that up there. Like, I was just like, well, I got Starkiller, I got the first two, why not go ahead and do this one? But the one that you definitely want to have, can't remember if it's Force Energy, nope, this one. See, this is the Omi that makes Starkiller a GL killer in GAC. This right here. I mean, I don't know if any of y'all have Starkiller, but for the ones that don't, like, basically, this ability is the ability that lets you drop the Star Destroyer on people. And it also super beefs the hell out of the whole party. It kind of makes Starkiller like a leader, but not really. Like, Starkiller's got a specific lineup that you got to run. You got to have one Jedi, one Sith, and then one light side and one dark side unaligned Force user. Kind of wonky, but if you get that, then in TWs and everything outside of GAC, it gives you 100% crit damage and max health, 100% max protection until the first time Starkiller goes down, an extra 35 speed, and makes the whole squad immune to daze and stun. That's freaking awesome. But here's where it gets crazy. When you're in Grand Arena, if the same conditions are met, which is like the Jedi, Sith, and the light and dark unaligned Force users, if those are met, then on top of the buffs you already got, you're also going to get an extra 35 speed. At the start of battle, any Jedi tank allies will taunt for one turn. That's why I rocked Juhani on this squad. Debuffed enemies deal 50% less damage, which that's fucking on point. Whenever a Sith ally uses a basic ability, Starkiller assists. That's why I use Palpy, because every time Mara uses her basic, then that causes Palpy to use his basic, which causes Starkiller to attack. And it builds up his Unleashed hella fast. And then, like, he also deals 20% less damage during that shit, but hey, like that 80% damage, that's what's up. And then, whenever another dark side unaligned force user uses special ability, all allies gain crit hit immunity. That's awesome. Whenever Starkiller uses a special ability, light side healer allies, which is Viscus, have their cooldowns reduced by 4. That's what you need, because Viscus's heal, that's what revives people. And then the Jedi tank allies, they also gain damage immunity and taunt, which is freaking awesome. The only downside to that is both of those are still dispellable. But I mean, like, hey, if you're in a match and somebody isn't able to dispel the buffs, oh, you definitely gonna win with that. And then if you're in 3v3, then any combo. You could have a Sith, Dark Side Unaligned, and Starkiller, and this shit still goes into effect. So that's what's up. Which I kind of run 2 separate squads with my Starkiller in 3v3s. Like, if I'm trying to decimate something, then I run Palpy, Mara, and Starkiller. And if I'm trying to, like, kind of hold out, like, if I want to use it as a hold squad, that's whenever I run General Kenobi lead with Starkiller and Viscus. So, I mean, like, it all depends, but those are 3 Omis, well, 2 Omis you definitely won't regret. 1 you might question, like, your sanity for putting it, but shit happens. Next on our list is, old Macy Mace. What was his? I think it's Sense Weakness. I think that was his. Yep. So basically, what this does is during the TWs, which is pretty decent. Like, at the start of each other light side ally's turn, random enemy, excluding Galactic Legends, is inflicted with speed down for 1 turn, and Shatterpoint, which cannot be evaded or resisted. When an ally damages an enemy with Shatterpoint, all allies gain 5% turn meter. I did that for the turn meter gain. Plus, I kind of rock Mace on my everyday Master Kenobi squad. Like, he's my tank instead of General Kenobi. Now, if I'm going in, like, as heavy as I want, I can, then I bring in General Kenobi. But if I'm just, like, during the TW, Mace is going to be my tank. And, I mean, that's a good ability, I thought. So, I went ahead and rocked that. I mean, TWs, you always need a little bit extra. So, then, here comes one of my other favorite Omis, Juhani. There is a reason why I've got Juhani on my Starkiller crew now, outside of that Jedi tank ally joint. Because, like, I kind of was going to do General Kenobi on that squad for a while, but then I was like, But, Juhani. Boom. Yep. This is an amazing Omicron to have on Starkiller crews. Essentially, like, this is designed for Starkiller in my eyes. But at the start of battle, Juhani's going to taunt for 2 turns. Then Juhani, a random dark side unaligned force user, excluding Empire, First Order, and Galactic Legends. So, basically that means Starkiller, in case y'all can't tell. Like, and a random light side unaligned force user ally, which is Viscus. They get redeemed, which essentially it gives them extra speed, and they attack with any other redeemed allies. So if Viscus attacks, then Starkiller and Juhani's gonna attack with them, and vice versa. And then let's see. Whenever an ally gains a buff, you dispel all debuffs on allies with redeemed. Whenever they get a debuff, or whenever they're damaged by enemies, they all get 15% turn meter. And if they get a debuff, all allies recover 15% protection. So that's a damn good Omicron right there. Especially if you're running Star Killer like as a defensive line or something. That Omicron is freaking amazing. Definitely worth it. Definitely. Alright, who's next on my list? Oh, Ventress. I do believe this is the first Omi I ever put out. Just because, essentially, Ventress and the Night Sisters were my first ever complete squad in my eyes. I basically went through and made them all Relic 5. And that was the first squad I did that to. And then I bumped up my Jedi and everything else, but back when I started, this bitch was my beast. And she had to get the first on me when they dropped. It went on Rampage. And I mean, it's damn good. I mean, Night Sister allies gain 30% max health, potency, and tenacity when any ally or enemy is defeated. All Night Sister allies gain 10% turn meter, recover 25% protection, and the cooldown of Endless Wrath, i.e. her AoE ability, is reset when Ventress uses Endless Wrath. Inflict healing immunity on all enemies for 2 turns. Reduce their defense and max health by 4% for the rest of the encounter. And Ventress has plus 10% crit damage for each enemy with debuffs. And my Ventress is all about crit damage. Like, I basically designed her to be nothing but crits. I mean, look at this. I don't think I've got anybody else that's got a crit damage of over 200% besides Ventress, because she's my beast. She's always been my beast when it came to the Night Sister squad. Granted, I don't use them as much as I used to, but I still got mad love for them, that's for sure. Alrighty. Who is next? Oh, here we go. One of the most controversial Omis that there has been in a while, Treyas. And the reason I say controversial is because they released it for like a week, and then they shut it down and nerfed it, and gave everybody back all the Omis. And I think what happened is, like, they were throwing Treyas squads in, and they were decimating GLs. So they had to turn around and add, where is it at? Right there at the top. If there are no enemy dark side GLs, meaning SLKR and C and possibly Lord Vader, were getting fucking wrecked by this Omicron. I mean, it's a devastating Omi, for sure. This is definitely an Omi you need. If you got fucking Treyas and you got you a Triumvirate squad, you need this Omi. Like, Sith allies gain 40% crit damage, max health, and offense. Whenever an ally suffers a debuff, they gain an extra 10% bonus protection, stacking until the end of their turn. At the start of each Sith ally's turn, Treyas dispels all debuffs on them, and all Sith allies gain 5% crit damage, health steal, max health, and offense, stacking to 100% until the end of the encounter. And whenever an allied Dark Talon is critically hit or inflicted with a debuff, Treyas gains 12% offense, stacking for 2 turns. Whenever an allied Dark Nihilist, Dark Scion, or Dark Talon's health falls below 90% for the first time, all cooldowns are reset. That means, which that's a little bit confusing, I'm not gonna lie, but that's only for the tune. Like, let's say it's Talon. Like, if Talon goes below 90% health, all of her abilities get reset. Nihilus and Scion, if they're over 100% health, their cooldowns are still going to be exactly the way it was. Whenever I read this, I thought it was any of them went below 90%, everybody's shit got refreshed, but no, that's not true. It's just the one that goes below 90. So remember that whenever you do this. But it is a damn good Omicron to have. It really is. Like, this shit saved my ass a couple times in some GACs recently. It is most definitely worth it. But we're off of Treya, and I'm sure it's going to be Talon next. Yep, and I love her fucking Omicron too. I think she was the second Omi I ever did. Which, hell, whenever Talon came out, I had to have the bitch. This was before fucking Starkiller was ever even thought of in this game. They had the marquee event for Talon, and I was like, yo, that bitch right there would decimate on my Sith squad. And I had to have her. I mean, dude, I put out so many crystals to unlock that bitch and get her. Shit, I think I had her 5 or 6 stars before you could ever even grind out her shards. Like, just from buying it with crystals and shit. So, I love Dark Talon. She is a beast. I believe it's Sith Cruelty. Yep. If target enemy is inflicted with isolate or pain, Dark Talon's attacks gain additional effects. Whenever Dark Talon defeats an enemy, all other Sith allies gain 5% max protection and offense for each stack of loyal hand on her. That's pretty good. Dark Talon's attacks lower the cooldown of Dark Frenzy by 1 if you're hitting somebody with isolate, and then you gain 2 stacks of loyal hand up to a max of 20. That's pretty dope. But the pain, Dark Frenzy inflicts buff immunity on all enemies for 2 turns. Dark Talon's attacks recover all allies' health, equal to 50% of the damage dealt, and that shit deals a lot of damage. Doubled for allied Darth Scion. Then you gain plus 20 speed for the rest of the encounter, stacking to a max of 200. Plus 1 stack of loyal hand. That's why I love this fucking Omi. I mean, that mixed together with Treya's fucking Omi, forget about it. It's hard as hell to beat that squad. I think I've been up against one person in Grand Arena that had a fucking Treya squad like mine. That had the Omi on Treya and Talon. I ain't even gonna lie, dude. I could not beat that shit unless I hit it hard. And I guess we got to pause for a minute, so we shall be back. It should be fucking illegal as hell for telemarketers to spam you with goddamn automated calls. I swear, whoever came up with this system that makes it where it just goes out and calls people randomly, they should be strung up by their fucking nutsack and hung out in the goddamn center of it. Shit, whatever city they live in. Because this is horse shit. I get tired of answering the phone, thinking it might be somebody important, job interview, whatever. And it's that bullshit. That shit pisses me off more than anything. And you can't block it because that block every fucking number that calls you that you don't have in your contacts. It's horse shit. Either way. Oh. Fucking bullshit. Now. Let's just, well. And we'll discuss that later. But here's another Omi right here that everybody should have. If you don't have this Omi on Rendar, you are fucking up on one of the best defensive squads you can get. thing is prepared for anything. Yep, there it is right there. While in grand arenas, if an ally loses prepared, they gain prepared. And then you're like, huh? How is that one of the best defensive shits ever? I'll show you. See, whenever you're rocking Rendar as the leader, and he's got his Omi in grand arenas, there's one other tune you need in that squad. And that tune is right here. Vandor Chewbacca. And I was like, whenever I first heard about this, I was like, what the fuck are y'all talking about? Like, how is Vandor Chewie like one of the best defensive people ever? I do believe it's this one right here. Let's see. Yep, it is. So, I ain't worried about all the bullshit at the top. It's right here at the bottom. When Chewbacca recovers to max protection, this way he becomes prepared. When another light side scoundrel ally is defeated, revive that ally at 60% health if Chewbacca is prepared. Then he's no longer prepared. So basically, with Rendar always giving prepared whenever they lose it, as long as Vandor Chewie stays alive, they can keep on smacking your people, killing them, especially if they don't know about this shit. Oh my god, dude. That squad has gotten so many fucking holds and people never figured out how to beat it. I think I beat somebody that had like 4 GLs because they couldn't figure that shit out. Like, they put all their GLs, but actually I think they put 2 GLs on defense, 2 on offense. And then the rest of them, they just couldn't figure it out. And that's how I won against that guy, was because of this. So, one of the best defensive squads you can get in Grand Arena. It's a damn good Omi to have, that's for sure. And then Kyle Katarn, I'm not gonna say it's a great Omi, but I got it. Should be the Blue Milk Run, if I remember right. I mean, shit. Yep. While in territory battles, I thought that was TW's whenever I fucking got it. So, I messed up. But, it's kind of like a good fuck up. Because, well, basically, enemies can't gain bonus turn meter, and force influence can't be resisted, which is the ability that he puts on people whenever he uses his AoE. Whenever he's got his Jedi Knight ability, then he puts it on everybody. Essentially, it just prevents him from getting any buffs and shit. When Kyle Katarn attacks out of turn, he gains an additional stack of force connection. Essentially, instead of him having to attack out of turn 10 times to get his Jedi Knight, it's only 5 times at that point. And the bonuses of Jedi Knight also apply to other Jedi allies. That's why I got that. Because all his bonuses would only apply to Rebel fighters. But in territory battles, they apply to Jedi. At the start of each encounter, all Jedi and Rebel fighter allies gain 75% bonus protection until the end of the encounter. At the start of each encounter, Katarn gains 10% turn meter for each other Jedi ally. It's definitely worth it. It really is. I mean, especially in the Rise of the Empire battles. Oh my god, dude, like, I'm not even gonna lie, I don't think I would be able to beat it with my Revan squad if I didn't have that damn on me. Because I rocked Katarn with my Revan squad right here recently anyway. So, it was a fuck up, but it was a good fuck up. You know? And now, here's another Omi that I feel like everybody should probably have. Like, this is one of the biggest Omis whenever it first came out. Because it made Qui-Gon go from pretty much like a bullshit leader to one of the best Grand Arena defensive leaders there is. Basically, while in Grand Arena, at the start of battle, if there are no galactic legends and all allies are Jedi, all other allies instead gain offense equal to 30 times their speed, double while they have foresight, and they cannot be defeated while Qui-Gon Jinn is active. So basically, if you don't kill Qui-Gon out the gate, you ain't gonna fucking do shit to that squad. You could have them down to nothing, be beating the ever-loving hell out of them, nothing. They will not drop. You've got to drop Qui-Gon first. But here's the crazy thing. Qui-Gon cannot get damage immunity or stealth, and he can't be revived, because basically he's the pillar that the entire team relies on. When Qui-Gon is defeated, all allies recover 100% health and protection and gain 400% of Qui-Gon's offense for 2 turns. Basically, as soon as you drop Qui-Gon, look the fuck out. I found that everybody likes to run this Qui-Gon with his Omi with a Jedi Knight Anakin. As soon as Qui-Gon goes down, this has happened I don't know how many times to me. As soon as I kill Qui-Gon, JKA gets up there, hits with his AoE, boom, wipes the whole fucking squad. That's in 3v3 and 5v5. It's happened to me I don't know how many times. So, that's your nice little squad builder right there if you don't have one made. Granted, my JKA kind of rolls with Padme for the most part, but still, something good to think about. Damn good fucking on me. Took me a little while to put that on it, but when I did, shoot, I didn't regret not one bit. Now, let's see, we're starting to get to the new Omis. This right here, one of the best Omicrons you can get for territory wars. Essentially, Droideka out the gate has damage immunity. Doesn't have to use his little bubble shield ability. So that's pretty cool. Plus you can't dispel it. Like, it's just there. And he also gains 1 stack of charge for 1 turn whenever another ally takes a turn. Whenever an ally is marked, he gains 25% max health, stacking until the end of the encounter. And the ally in the leader slot gains 20% turn meter. At the start of each turn, if Droideka has damage immunity, all allies are immune to daze and stun. While Droideka is marked, all other allies have plus 25% potency and 25 speed. First time Droideka is defeated while marked and another ally is active, revive all allies at the end of the turn, and then all allies recover 100% health at the start of Droideka's turn. All allies recover 10% health and protection. That shit makes your Grievous squad fucking crazy. And a lot of people are like, oh wow, that's like the new best TW defense on me. No. I mean, it's up there, but there's one more that I feel like is a better Omi for territory wars in defense mode. And that is... I'm looking for it. There it is right here. Poggle's new Omi. Just came out a couple weeks ago. I was the first one in my guild to fucking put it up there. And I have not regretted it once. I could not figure it out. But, like before I read it and went up against a squad, I could not figure it out. But essentially, at the start of battle, and the first time an ally is summoned, Geonosian allies gain Geonosian Brood until the end of battle, or they are defeated, which can't be copied. which basically 20% max health, max protection, offense, tenacity, and 10 speed for each Geonosian ally. When this character is defeated, revive at 100% health and protection. Every single bug fucking revives. I thought it was only one, just like the fucking Droideka shit. Like, you get one revive, no. Everyone will revive. You hit fucking, what was it? The Bug Queen and kill her, she'll come back. Then you turn around and hit Poggle and kill him, he comes back. Basically, you've got to, every time you see this, you've got to kill each bug twice. Except for the summoned one, the Brute. Like, that one you only got to kill every time he gets summoned. But every other bug in the squad has to be killed twice. This is the most insane defensive damn Omicron in Territory Wars, in my opinion. Like, drop a comment if y'all think I'm wrong, but I feel like this is the best one to have in TWs. Like, if y'all got this, shit, y'all gonna be doing way better, because a lot of the squads that you can use to counter them, like, I'll use my Night Sisters to counter bugs. Nope, that don't work. Not with this on me. What else? I think I've used Padme to counter bugs. Padme is out of the question now. I think my Jedi are out of the question as well, because I always use my Jedi Knight Revan with his direct focus and focused on the damn Alpha. But I think, well, I mean, that's like 50-50. It makes it way harder for sure. So a lot of counter squads just don't work no more. That's the downside, but either way. Who? Damn good on me to have right there. I think that's it for the Omis that I've got personally. So, let us take a brief intermission, and we shall be right back. Alrighty, and we are back, my people. I had to make a little pause for the calls. But either way, now, let's get back all through all these Omis. Let me think. Any up here that have Omis that I have not gone over? I mean, there's Mars. It all depends on how you're going to use her. If you're going to use her in a Star Killer crew that goes up against GLs, like I do, then her Omi's going to be basically worthless. I mean, it's a damn good Omi, though. Like, it, essentially at the start of battle, if the enemy leader isn't a galactic legend, they lose all their protection. So if you're up against a gas squad, it instantly, boom, it puts gas on the ground. And then they lose 50% max protection, and RJ gains 100% turn meter, so she's instantly going first. Whenever an enemy unit is defeated, inflict vulnerable for one turn on random enemy which can't be prevented, and allies gain 20% max protection. So, that would devastate a gas squad, especially right out the gate. Oh my god, that would destroy them. And other squads. It's a good one. Damn good one. It just all depends on the situation that you use, you know? Now, I mean, if you're gonna put it on defense in the TWs and shit, then yeah, this will definitely be a good defensive Omi to have. That mixed with Juhani's, oh my god, that would be amazing right there. Like, you'd never know what, unless somebody hit them with a GL, like, they'd be getting fucked up left and right. Like, it would decimate gas squads, what else, like, shit, probably fucking mall mandos, like, a lot of them get decimated from that shit. Then we got good old Wampa. A lot of people say that he's got the best Omi. I don't know, I've beaten him with his Omi fairly easily. But then again, people don't put him in by himself. They put him in with other crews. And I mean, like, if there's no other active allies, like, the only thing that the Omi does is he gets 100% tenacity, unless there's no other active allies at the start of battle. Then he gets all the extra shit. So, I mean, it's good if you're running a solo Wampa squad. So, which would really mean no fucking leader ability, just Wampa doing his thing. I mean, it's a good one. It is. I'll give it that. Let's see, who else has got that we haven't talked about? There's BT Wadded 000. There's our GAC Omis, and I mean, they seem like they're alright, but they're only 4 if they're together. I mean, basically, whenever BT1 or 000 defeats an enemy, their cooldowns are refreshed and they both get 30% turn meter. So if you're running Dr. Afra in a 3v3, which kind of sucks because it's only for 3v3s, but that's definitely a good one to have. Definitely. And then on top of that, you got 000s. I think his is a little bit better. I ain't sure. Let's see, here we go. Torture inflicted from this ability lasts for 2 turns. If BT1 is an active ally, BT1 and 000 recover 20% health and protection. If this ability defeats an enemy, all dark side allies gain 10% offense stacking for the rest of the encounter, double for dark side droids. That would be way more effective in a 5v5, but I mean, still, that's still pretty effective. I don't know if it's worth the Omi for how rare they are, especially when you got to get 20 of them, but I mean, like, it's up to you. I mean, I would definitely put them on Afra. Afra's Omis are the shit. We'll look at hers in a little bit. Let's see, who else has Omis? Rolo. Hers ain't even really worth it. I mean, unless you use your Rolo squad in territory battles, like it's just not really worth it. I mean, it makes her TV squad way stronger, but at the same time, you only get to use them once, and like, I don't know, like, I mean, because it sounds like it's a damn good one, especially if it was for TWs. Rebel allies have 35% more speed. Rebel allies recover 10% health or 100% health and protection at the start of each encounter, and whenever another rebel ally is defeated. When a rebel ally critically hits an enemy, all rebel allies gain 5% turn meter, doubled if it's their turn. When a rebel ally is defeated, all rebel allies gain 100% of that ally's offense stacking until they're defeated. So I mean, it's damn good, but I mean, it only works in territory battles. So I mean, if your Rolo squad's on point and you use it in your battles a lot, more power to you, but I don't. I've only used Rolo to get Jedi Knight Luke. I might bump him up to Relic 5 just to have another light side squad, but I already use all my light side squads, so that's a little bit out there. I don't know. 50 RT, the only one that's got a conquest on me, and it's pretty good. Leader ability and shit. All allies are non-separatist droids. First time in battle, the first enemy to take a turn is defeated. If there are other active enemies, excluding summons, all allies are revived with 60% health and gain damage immunity and instant feat immunity for 2 turns. These buffs cannot be copied, dispelled, or prevented. This revive cannot be prevented. That's a damn good Omi to have, especially in Conquest. It'll make you 3-star everything if you've got a good droid squad. So, I mean, like, it's 50-50 on the 50 RT. Either way. Let's see, who else has some good oldies? I think, oh, damn, not good. I think old Hondo has a Omi, I think. Let's see, yep. His is for GACs. Starts the encounter with Scoundrel or Smuggler. So that would automatically, basically, at GACs, Hot Dog goes first. Like, that's a guarantee. If you got him in a Scoundrel or Smuggler crew, he's gonna go first. Because you get 25% turn meter for each other Scoundrel or Smuggler. If there is an enemy with the captive debuff at the start of Hondo's turn, Hondo gains an additional 15% crit chance, crit damage, and defense penetration per turn, stacking to a max of 150, and then 3 speed stacking up to 30. So that's a decent omen. It's pretty decent. It makes your Scoundrel squad get way stronger in GACs. So that would definitely be worthwhile because I got Hondo running with my Rendar crew. That would make that a damn good defensive squad. So, I mean, like, that's next one up, I guess, for me. Let's see, who else has some homies that I don't think we talked about? Fulcrum. Like, they've actually redone hers. So, that's a good thing. Like, they revamped her entire Omen. Used to be only if she's by herself with anything activated. But now it's actually pretty decent. Because at the start of battle, like, she's going to get 25% defense, max health, offense, max protection, and 35 speed. So she gets that regardless. And then everything else activates if she's running solo. Which is basically she gets extra armor penetration, crit avoidance, defense, max health, offense, max protection, loses some tenacity. Like, she gains the opposite buffs with perseverance. And, like, I mean, like, it's a beastly one. Ignores taunt. Anything that's defeated by her cannot be revived. And I believe she deals true damage to tanks, I believe. I don't know, but they've actually revamped it where it's a pretty decent on me now instead of how it was. Because I mean, who the fuck runs Fulcrum solo? Especially in that was a TW on it. Yep, yeah. Who runs Fulcrum solo? Yeah. But I mean, if you're running her in like a defensive squad and she's the last one standing, yeah, that's definitely worthwhile. It just all depends on the situation with her only. Hers is like a real situational joy. Then there's old Karth. I mean, his is pretty decent too, but his only activates in territory battles, so for me, I'd have to have a full-on Relic 5 Old Republic crew to run with him. And I don't think shit. Like, now that I've revamped my shit with the Wookiees, I don't even think I've got a full-on Old Republic crew. So, because I had to take Zalbar mission off and put them towards the Wookiee squad. So I think my Old Republic crew is gone. And we're missing a few to make it go up, but T3's, his is beastly. I believe it's this one. No, it's this one, the Master Gearhead. Yep. I mean, he already gets the extra defense penetration and all that shit. But, and then the allies gain it. So, I mean, shit. That's what's up. But the good thing is, like, at the start of the encounter, you gain stealth for 2 turns. Droid allies gain 15 armor penetration. Hell, I need to put him with my other droids, my 50 RT squad, after I disassemble it to build my Dr. Afra squad. Shoot. So yeah, that's actually an Omi that I'm going to start looking into, personally. Because that'll make me a beastly Territory Wars droid squad. So that's definitely a good Omi to have right there. Let's see. Who else has got Omicrons? I believe Santa's got a decent one. Let's see, what's hers? Yep, TWs, let's see. I mean, if you've got a Rebel Scoundrel squad, then I think you'll be doing alright. Like, if you're just running straight Rebels, not so much, but, so like, but it's still a pretty damn good one. Like, I'd say, like, mid-tier, that's like the kind of Omi that I would get if I had nobody else and I was just like, alright, I got the Omi ready, I want to put it on somebody, then I would definitely use her. You know what I'm saying? She isn't somebody that I would be like, oh, I got to have that Omi. Kind of like T3. T3, I feel like I would have to have that if I was running a droid squad in TWs. So, definitely worth looking at. It all depends on what your squads look like too. So, it's definitely a worthwhile squad. On me up. Let's see. Oh, Marin, her shit brings Night Sisters back to the top of the board. Like, I really feel like I'm gonna start grinding her out after I get Dr. Aphra, because I want my Night Sisters to come back up. And her shit, let's see. Whenever a Night Sister ally is defeated or revived, Marin gains 100% turn meter. Can't be prevented. At the start of her turn, inflict all enemies with a stack of play for 3 turns. Damn, that's not bad. Especially if you're running like a Mama T lead. Oh my god, that's a good fucking... That would be good. That would make, like, whatever you're running your Night Sisters as, if you're doing defense, that would make them hold out way more. And if you're running them as offense, shoot. It would make them really versatile, actually. It would make them good for defense or offense instead of just one or the other. Huh. Because I didn't even think about it like that. So, pretty damn good on me. Kristan's, his is only really that great if, I'd say like if you're running him in GAC with Jabba. Like if you're running a Jabba squad, I feel like that would be where you would want his Omi. It's a good Omi. I mean, don't get me wrong, but I mean, if you're not running Hut Cartel crew, then it's not worth it, because that's what this one's all about, is Hut Cartel. Like, let's see, yeah, but I mean, like, it really, what's the word I'm looking for? It really helps if you're running a Jabba crew with Kristan's Omi, because it keeps them away from killing Jabba. So that's definitely a good thing to have. And Kristan's a damn good tank anyway, in general, for bounty hunters, Wookiees, whatever. And then we got Tarful. I feel like his Omi's pretty badass. I do. Like, his is only in Territory Wars, but it basically pretty much super beats the whole squad, because his entire leader ability is based around defense anyway, and then it gives it extra defense, protection, tenacity, and like, whenever any Wookiee is critically hit, Wookiee allies get foresight, and an extra 5% defense stacking until the end of the match. Whenever an allied Wookiee gains retribution, all allies get it. First time a Wookiee ally is defeated, all Wookiee allies have their cooldowns refreshed, and they recover 100% of their health and gain 25% stacking until the end of the encounter. So that's a damn good one. It really is. Man, it's definitely worth it. If you got a Wookiee crew and you running them on TWs and shit, that's definitely what you need. Definitely. I mean, I can't even down that shit. That's a damn good Omi. Then there's Omega. I don't even fuck with the Bad Batch like that. I don't think I've watched the whole damn show, to be honest. I mean, it's kind of messed up to say that, but Alright, let's see. Hers. Let's see. So yeah, this wait, what? At the start of battle, all Bad Batch allies gain max health equal to 10% of their max protection for each of their own relic amplifier levels. So I guess if they're at relic 5, they get 50%. I don't know. Then they lose all protection. Bad Batch allies take reduced damage from percent health damage effects at the start of each encounter. Bad Batch allies gain 10% bonus protection for 2 turns for each of Omega's relic amplifier levels, max of 100% whenever Omega uses her basic ability. And for each other Bad Batch ally, dealing 50% less damage. Like, unless you got a high level Bad Batch squad, I wouldn't even think about this shit, because it doesn't do shit unless you got them relic the fuck up, like all relic 7 or something. That's when I would fuck with this, but if you had like a G12 Bad Batch, don't even touch this shit. That thing ain't even worth it. Like, if you got them up because of getting more Vader, then I guess you might find a good use in that on me. I don't know. I know I would. And there's old Chief Chirpa. His is pretty damn good. I mean, my fuzzies ain't the best, but like, I think this was one of the first ones, because like, gives them extra speed. They deal additional 40% more damage with basic abilities, have an additional 40% chance to assist during a special ability. I mean, that's pretty good. I think it basically just, every time they use a special, is like a guaranteed assist at that point. And then they get extra speed, and they deal more damage on basics. And the basics come from when they assist, so that's a damn good Oni. Even if you got like some weak fuzzies, it's good to have, for sure. Chief Devitt, I'm actually working on my Jawas low key right now. And whenever I get them up, I'm putting Chief Devitt's on him, because that shit's deadly. It's fucking devastating. I mean, it is fucking brutal. Basically, when they deal any damage to an enemy, they dispel all debuffs on that enemy. For every buff dispelled, they get a thermal detonator. Whenever thermal detonators explode, the Jawas recover 5% health and protection, and they gain 5% turn meter, and there's a 50% chance that enemy is inflicted with another thermal detonator for 2 turns, which can't be dispelled. I mean, that basically just means thermal detonators for everybody. That makes these a fucking demon squad on territory wars. Yeah. Like, if you got them on defense on territory wars with this, shit, good luck getting past them without a GL. I think GLs are the only ones that will be immune to all those fucking thermal detonators. I know my Master Kenobi is, because that's the only way I'm able to beat fucking Jabba squads, is because Master Kenobi's makes the entire squad immune to the thermal detonators for a hot minute. So, that, Admiral Akbar, his shit's kind of trashy unless you got a high-level rebel squad and you just want to have a better leader ability. That's the only time I put Admiral Akbar's shit on, because his does not, it ain't really worth the Omi. I mean, all it does is gives them extra tenacity up. If they're all rebel, then whenever an ally's buff expires, they gain 3% turn meter. Whenever somebody uses an ability that isn't an attack, all allies recover 5% health, and instead of a random ally, the 2 other weakest allies are called to assist. So it gets them to kind of help assist, and if they do, their cooldowns go down. So I mean, it's okay. I would put that like lowest priority. unless you need another rebel leader, which I would use Santa Staros if you need an extra rebel leader. Like, Admiral Akbar just, even though they gave him the Omi, it's just not hitting on it. Like, I mean, he was a good leader back in the beginning, but now, he just ain't hitting on it. I mean, we've got fucking CLS, we've got Mon Mothma, we got fucking Staros, Rolo. I mean, we got way better rebel leaders than Akbar. I mean, he's a good teammate, don't get me wrong. He's a good fleet captain, but he just ain't the best leader for rebels. Let's see, who else do we have? I don't think Kylo Ren. Oh, yeah, Kylo Ren does not have one. That's his Zeta, my bad. But I do know Darth Sidious has one. And it's that sadistic play. And I know this shit makes it insane in TWs. Basically, if all allies are Sith at the start of battle, other Sith allies gain max health equal to half of his potency until the first time he's defeated, excluding Galactic Legends. When Darth Sidious uses Demoralizing Blows, i.e. his AoE ability, the cooldown of that ability is reduced by 1 for each other Sith ally, and Darth Sidious gains 50 speed stacking for 4 turns. That's fucking nuts. So I mean, he can basically just use Demoralizing Blows back to back to back to back to back, I think. Yep, cooldown of 4. So yeah, he could just use that shit back to back to back, gain like 200 plus 200 speed for like the next couple turns, and then just be like the fastest motherfucker on the board, just wiping the board. So, I mean, if you got him, and he's beefed up, and you got him in a damn good squad, definitely use that Omi. But for right now, I don't have him all beefy. It's not an Omi for me, personally. But, hey, never know in the future, you know? Let's see. Then we got First Order TIE Pilot, I believe he's got one. I believe, let's see, yep. His is in GACs. No Galactic Legend allies, and all allies are First Order. Setbacks L, whatever ally uses it has advantage. Plus 100 speed, so that's good. Ally doesn't have advantage. They have 100% tenacity until they gain advantage. Loses advantage. Protection. Whenever First Order TIE Pilot gains bonus turn meter, they gain advantage for 1 turn if they didn't already have it. Whenever First Order TIE Pilot gains Foresight, all allies get it. That's a pretty damn good one. Right there. I mean, if you got a good First Order squad, that's a damn good Omi to have, as long as you're not using this dude with Slicker. If you're using him with SLKR, forget about it. The Omi will not take effect. So I'd say, like, run it with Naked Kylo, because, like, he's about the best leader outside of, like, GLs or Phasma with her Omi, but that's only in TW, so this wouldn't take effect. So, like, if you're running a Naked Kylo crew, I would definitely have this Omi. Which I kind of need to beef up my First Order, but I just ain't about the new age fucking Star Wars folks like that. And Captain Phasma, hers is one of the best Omis there is on TWs. Makes the squad hella strong to go up against, hard to beat, way faster. I mean, shit, let's see. Gives you an additional 10% chance to call a random ally to assist. Captain Phasma has plus 100 speed. Whenever a First Order ally attacks out of turn, they recover 5% health and protection. Whenever an ally gains advantage, they also gain 10% offense stacking for the rest of the battle. And all First Order allies gain 7.5% turn meter. So, basically it speeds up the entire fucking crew and makes them way stronger the longer the battle continues. and they are a pain in the fucking ass to take out. You got to have a good crew to drop these. But, I mean, either way, it is what it is with that. Damn good one if you got first order homies to put it on. Now, let's see. Farm Boy Luke. I'm not even gonna lie, I don't even think I've read his OB. I've looked at it. I mean, like, I know he's got one. Let's see. What does this do? Well, this is his unique. Out the gate, he gives 25% crit chance. Oh, damn. Hit the wrong button. Alright, he got 25% crit chance at the start of each of his turns. He gains 10% crit damage until the end of the encounter. While in TWs, he gains 30% defense, max health, and tenacity. At the start of each of his turns, he gains 10% defense and offense until the end of the encounter. Whenever he scores a crit during his turn, he gains 20% turn meter and crit damage up and offense up for 2 turns. When Luke is prevented from using an ability during his turn, he recovers 50% health and protection. I mean, I don't know. I kind of feel like it's not worth it just because of who it is, but that's a decent Omi. I mean, it's pretty decent. If you got a geared up Farm Boy Luke, I would say use it. If you got him on a decent squad. But outside of that, like, I don't know many people that's rocking Farm Boy like that. So, I don't know, it's all up to y'all, to be honest. I mean, it's a decent one. I'd say low priority, to be honest. Then we got old Harrison Dula. And her Omi, let's see, 30% count chance, 50% max health, 30 speed. Oh shit. So that actually brings the Phoenix homies back. It makes them a damn good defensive squad in TWs. So, like, I don't know, I mean, like, if you got a relic up Phoenix, I'd definitely say use it for sure. Like, that, because it definitely gives them viability in TWs at that point as a damn good defensive squad. So, that's more like a situational Omi, I'd say. And then, I know all the Inquisitors got Omis. I'd say those are situational too, because they're all based off the leader abilities. Like, honestly, I wouldn't put the Omis on any of them except for whoever you're going to use as your leader of the entire crew. Like, and then I would save up all the Omis that you would put on the other Inquisitors. I would save every single one of them up and put them on the Grand Inquisitor when you got them. That would be your best bet. Instead of just going Omi on the 8th brother, Omi on the 2nd sister, because they ain't gonna activate. And then the Chieftain, let's see, I know he's got an Omi for 3v3 Grand Arenas. Huh. So basically, unless you got Boba Fett, the new Boba, the Scion of Django, that Omi's worthless. It just basically makes everything apply, like all the Tusken buffs apply to him. And that's only in Grand Arena. So basically, if you ain't got Scion of Boba or Scion of Django, that Omi's worthless to you. Let's see. We already discussed the Inquisitor Omis. Iden Versio. I think she's got 2 Or is it just one? Probably just one. Let's see. Yeah, just one on me. Okay. Hers is in GAC. Let's see. Which IMMNNC's already a beast mode fucking leader as long as you got the right crew. I'd definitely use this on me. If I was rocking an IMMNNC Imperial Trooper Squad, I'd definitely have this. So I mean, if you got a good squad to run her with, that's one that you should have at the top of your list right there. Most definitely have that up there. Let's see. Who else do we have that has Omis? I think Zam Wessel has got an Omi. Let's see, is it? Yeah, the Shapeshifter Omi. Let's see, that's for Grand Arenas. Speed for each bounty. That's actually a halfway decent Omi to have. If you're rocking her with some bounty hunters, like I'd rock that shit for sure. So I mean, if you got you a bounty hunter crew with Zam Wessel, definitely put the Omi on that. That joint gets the seal of the approval. Rose fucking Tico. That gets the stamp worthless. Like, that is a worthless Omicron right there. Do not use her unless you're fucking insane. I would not put an Omi on her. They tried to bring her back, make her more viable. All they did was make her more worthless. Let's see. I think Cassian might have one. I don't know. Yeah, he does. Territory battles. Wow. So let's see. So he takes a bonus turd to disguise himself as an enemy character until the end of battle. While disguised, he retains his unique ability and alignment and is part of the Rogue One faction, in addition to his disguise's alignment and faction. At the start of each encounter, all rebel allies gain defense up, potency up, tenacity up for 3 turns. Whenever Cassian uses an ability, he gets 12% turn meter for each debuffed enemy. He inflicts ability block and buff immunity for 1 turn. Healing immunity for 2 turns. To assist, dealing damn near 100% more damage. And that just says who he disguises as in each territory battle. So I will stamp this with a maybe. But this is definitely an intriguing Omicron, to say the least. Like, this shit right here's got me intrigued to make a Rogue One squad, put it up there just to see him fucking disguise. I feel like that would be pretty cool. But I don't know. I mean, like, yeah, this is definitely a maybe. If you got a Rogue One crew and you got this Omi up there, like, drop me a comment and let me know what the hell that shit looks like, because I'm sure that shit looks crazy, him disguising himself and shit. Savage Oppress. This is a fucking Omicron to be wary of. If you got him and he's beefed up, like, this dude's a fucking beast. He is hard as hell to drop in grand arenas. You could have this nigga this motherfucker in there by himself. And he's just... This is a good Omi. This is one of the top Omis in the game when it comes to Grand Arena. Like, it's that strong. So, definitely get this shit. Definitely. This is a damn good Omi to have. Let's see. I'm trying to look through, Cal Kestis has some Omis. I don't even know what they're about, but I know he's got some. Let's see. Territory Wars. Okay, so if you got the Fulcrum Omi, this is an Omi you want. Like, rock this with the Fulcrum Omi. For sure. Like, definitely want that. So, like, if you're running a Cal Kestis crew, bring Fulcrum in there and have both the Omis, and you definitely want that. That's beast mode right there, because all the effects from her shit now are in effect constantly. So that's a damn good Omi to have if you've got Fulcrum's Omi right behind it. Let's see, what else do we got? Does he have one? I don't know. I don't think he does. Nope. Zori Bliss, I think she's got an Omi. I think it's this too. Nope. Is it this one? Yep, there you go. So that's basically a worthless Omi. Basically, if she's got stealth, then everybody gets exposed, which means you get a critical hit. So that's a worthless Omi right there. Stamp that with worthless. I would not even put that up there, because it's completely situational, and then you get a debuff like exposed. Like, I mean, it's good, but it's not good. It's not good for an Omi. Let's see. I think Krennic has one. I don't know. Yeah, he does. He does. Right here. Basically, his is just all dependent on Death Trooper. So, I just wouldn't do it. I personally would not do that on me, unless like I had a crew and I really needed it, but it doesn't feel worth it to me. So, I mean, that's on y'all. Everybody's got their own opinions. So, let's see. I know you got the IPD. He's got an Omi. This is a territory battle only. Can be revived. Ignores taunt. Takes an additional damage equal to 200% of his max health, and other Empire allies gain offense equal to 300% of his offense until their defeat. I mean, that's decent. Yeah. this is situational too. I mean, like, if you've got an Empire crew and you do run him, then I would definitely use it. Definitely. But it's like a real situational one. It does bring him back every time he uses self-destruct, so... And it apparently deals a shit ton of damage, so... I mean, it's definitely worth a shot. If any of y'all got his on me, let me know. Let me know how it works. I think the Borean Guard should have an OB too. Yep. Territory Battle OB. So basically, if you're using Jabba and TBs, that might be worth it. I don't know. Yeah, I know Radis and Skipguard Lando, they've got some. I think this is it. Let's see. Nope. Is it this one? Yep. Grand Arena on me at that. That's a pretty decent Omi. I'll give it that. That's a decent Omi. So if you got your Rebel Rogue One crew that you running with Radis, I'll probably use that. Probably. Skipguard Lando, I will probably use his Omi on, like, if I'm rocking a Jabba crew, probably. Because that's for TWs. That's not that bad. It only works outside of Jabba crew. So if you're running a Hutt cartel with no Jabba, then that would definitely be good to have. And then Boosh, I know Boosh is the only one. I know I skipped over her. She's up here somewhere. But hers is the only one that activates inside of raids, which is pretty crazy. Now, where the hell is Boosh? I know I've got Boosh up here somewhere. Boosh. I don't know. She's up here somewhere, damn it. Where are you? Or is she just further down and I didn't see her yet? Could be just because she's down here by Skipguard Lando or something. I don't know. No. You know what? Bitches, Hutt cartel. Huh. I got her favorited, that's why. She's pretty cool though. Is it this? Nope. This one? Yep. The only raid ability. Into is reduced by 1. Cartel. Fearless. Inflict the thermal detonator. All of them gain 10% armor penetration to a max of 200, 20% offense to a max of 400, 10 speed, so that's actually damn good to have. That's fucking amazing. So yeah, definitely get that on me if you got you a good ass Hutt cartel squad. That's a good ass on me. And now we are down to the last of the Omis, which are going to be on people that I do not have. I mean, I think Saw Gerrera's got a okay Omi. I don't know, I can't remember no more. Darth Malgus has some of the best Omis. His leader ability will probably be the best one to get though. Yeah, definitely. It makes him a fucking demon in damn Grand Arena. Like, get all of Malgus's Omis when you're going to use them as a Grand Arena squad, and him and Starkiller are basically tit for tat. I think Malgus can beat Starkiller crews, but outside of GLs with these Omis, like, they are the top 2 squads right there. I mean, like, shit, you can kill some GLs with these two squads. I think I've seen a Malgus take out my fucking Master Kenobi before. I could be wrong, but I think I've seen it. I'm not sure. It was like fucking Relic 8, Relic 9 the whole way, but I think I've seen it happen. But I would go ahead and get all his if you have him. He's definitely a beast to have his Omis on. Dr. Aphra, I would do her leader ability and the droid savant. I don't know about the rogue archaeology. Let me look. 50% of potency. So yeah, I mean, like that's a pretty good one, but this one right here is a damn good Omi to have. Like, that's an amazing one. And then the droid savant, that one's fucking awesome too. Like, first time they fall below 20% health, they get damage immunity. Whenever one's defeated, they inflict DOT on all enemies for 2 turns, inflict an additional DOT for 2 turns on each relic level that character had. And then Aphra, non-separate Starside droids, Darkside scoundrels, and Kristan are immune to ability block and healing immunity. I mean, like, that's a great one. That's a good one to have. So definitely get those Omis on her. Admiral Trench has got some beast mode Omis too. I think the one on his leader ability is fucking awesome. Oh yeah, Inside Territory Wars too. Shit, makes it hard as fuck to beat that squad. And I think this is an Omi as well. Yep. So if you got both Omis on him, alright, you got you a damn good Separatist crew to run. Let's see, is there anything else? Oh, well, there's Boba Fett, and then the Grand Inquisitor, and Ben Solo. We'll look at Boba's. Let's see. So his are all for TWs. I mean, I probably do his. I mean, like, I'm not going to go through and read them right now. This video's taking forever as is. But, I mean, I would definitely do his. I would definitely do Third Sisters. Ben Solo. Like, well, if you already got GL Ray, you definitely want Ben Solo's shit too, because, like, that's gonna make your fucking GL Ray squad damn near unbeatable. So there's that. So definitely keep that in mind. And let's skim over to the Inquisitor. Let's see. I know the leader ability. That's going to be like the best Omi for you to get for the Inquisitor. Let's see. Purge, they regain it. So yeah, that's just going to basically make whoever's got Purge, it's just going to purge the dog shit out of the whole crew. And y'all know just as well as I do, Inquisitors, they fucking live off of Purge. So, like, let me look at this. I think this is the other one. Yeah. So I would definitely take all those Omis that you would have put on the other Inquisitors, put them all on the Grand Inquisitor. You'll have you a damn good defensive Inquisitor squad. Like, something that people will have to burn GLs to beat. That's for sure. So, I think we've gone over everybody's. I think. I mean, we ain't gone over Third Sister. Hers are pretty beastly too. Like, like, if you got the Third Sister and her Omis, like, she kind of feels out in the grand arenas. Like, the Inquisitor takes over in the TWs, and then whenever you switch the squad over to GAC, that's where all of her Omis shine. So, to make it more versatile, I would put it on the Third Sister and the Grand Inquisitor together, and then you'd have you a hella versatile Inquisitor squad. That's if you could get the third sister. We ain't even got the first fucking short for her yet, so. But, by people, I think that is it. We have gone on for almost an hour now. Or shit, over an hour after I do all the editing and put everything, all my other videos together. But, there's a shitload of homies that we've sat here and talked about. A shitload. I did not think we would go on for this long. But we ain't gonna keep burning up your time. If anyone made it to the end, please drop a comment and let me know. Because that'll make me keep putting out videos like this. I don't know if y'all just want to watch 5 minutes of it and just say to hell with it. I don't know. But drop me a comment, let me know y'all made it to the end. Like, that's what keeps me putting videos like this out. But I've been hesitant to do this because there's so many fucking Omicrons now that I knew it would take forever to sit here and discuss everything, look at them, you know. And I mean, I kind of wanted to come in and do like a demonstration of what each Omi did, but there ain't no way in hell. Like, that would be like a 3-hour long video to get clips and shit and put it all together. So, I mean, I hate that I couldn't do that, but we got us a description of it and everything. So, either way, people, I appreciate you. I appreciate your time. If y'all spent the whole time here listening to me, then God bless y'all, because I apologize for taking up an hour. But if y'all came out of here more informed about the Omicrons, then that's the main objective achieved right there. So, till next time, people, we out. Peace.